Good day, everybody. Just wanted to share this second video here on Gravity Falls, and like I said, excuse me, like I said in my other video where I talked about the upcoming episode, Not What He Seems, I said that I would do a second video on who I think the author is. And from both videos, depending on how many views, comments, likes, shares, all that other fun stuff, that will determine maybe that I might do more videos on Gravity Falls. Like let's say I get 100 views or 20 thumbs ups or 10 to 15 or 10 to 12 comments or something like that. Just generally, if people show that they like my commentary in a way, or my thoughts on Gravity Falls stuff and the show itself, because I am a big fan, then maybe I'll do more videos, because I always have my opinions on each episode and the teasers and the clips and everything that's shown, so I might do more Gravity Falls episodes along with my other sports stuff that I will continue to do, because that is the main thing, the main focus on this channel, on my channel here. But like I said, today, right now I'm going to be talking about who I think and who I believe is the author of the journals. Obviously, if you think about it, honestly, if you want to, you could say and have an argument for each and every character in the show, or give you your arguments that person was in fact the author of the journal. Really, you could at least make a strong case for each and every person. On the flip side, someone else could come up on YouTube or just in general, or in that video or in that same vein, and make their arguments that each and every person that's in the show isn't the author. Now, someone is, obviously, so someone's going to be right and everybody else is going to be wrong or whatever, but it's just the fun of it. It's the fun that we have, the Gravity Falls community, the fan base that the show has, and obviously I am a part of it, and that we are able to share our theories. And to be quite honest, in my opinion, no theory is too far-fetched or out of there or crazy or weird, because I'm sure you guys, after you hear my thoughts on who I think the author is, you might disagree, but you can be like, oh, I can see how he came to that conclusion, sort of thing. So just something, food for thought, I guess, and in that respect. But like I said, that's the great part about this show, and that's what makes it have the fan base it has and the following, because it's a mystery show, with the number one mystery being who's the author, and then the other mysteries about Bill and the apocalypse and the portal, what it does. Is there a twin? All the other stuff as well. But the main mystery is who wrote the journals, who is the author. And the fact that you could make an argument for everybody, and you could make an anti-argument, I guess you can call it, of disproving that person is the author, is the best part, because everybody gets to talk, and everybody gets their opinions, and everybody gets to respect the other's opinion, and the fact that we get to, you continually talk about that in circles and in our own thoughts and theories is, I think, the best part. And that's why, I was drawn to the show after watching its debut, is because of the mystery factor. Right away, him finding that journal, and then things leading up from there. I think they hit it out of the park in that first episode in their debut, in the series debut there, and it got me hooked. And obviously, I've been watching ever since. I've actually gotten more and more into it. When we got halfway through season 1, watching other people's, like Valis Baum, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but Valis Baum 98 and Douglas McCrell on his channel, the Royal Order of the Holy Mackerel. Those two are my go-tos. I watch other ones, and I subscribe to countless others. They know that, and they are welcome to subscribe to mine, as are other members of the Gravity Falls community and fan base. But with all that said, I'm gonna just quickly share my thoughts on who I think the author is. Now, like I said, you can make arguments either way for any character. I'm just gonna give you my top 2. I was gonna go for top 4, but I'm thinking top 2, because if you go top 4, then you're making it too simple to be right at some point. To be quite honest, though, if I did have a top 4, Old Man McGucket and Stanley Pines if you know Stanford does have a twin, and I'm going off the basis that I believe he does have a twin, those two would be my 3 and 4. Yes, I was one of them that believed in the hoax or the thing of when that picture came out or leaked, the leaked picture of Old Man McGucket writing the journals, thinking it was a upcoming scene of the reveal thing that was leaked. So I fell for it, and I also think it would be too simple and easy, in my opinion, to have it be Stanley. Now, I'm not saying that I'll be surprised if in the end that's revealed that he's the author, but I'm just saying, just like the Old Man McGucket, I, along with maybe others, rushed to the conclusion that okay, that's him, after seeing that picture. So I think Stanley being the number 2 simplest one to be. And if we go off from what the clues that we've been given, and even the major clue that another YouTube user got from a person that says that they're with, or either part of the Gravity Falls writing team, or know someone within it, said that the author of the journal, if you did not already hear about this, that individual said in a comment on somebody else's YouTube video about this topic, said that the writer of the journal is a character that we've already seen, is a character with unique character traits. And with all that being said, and with my own reasoning and deductive thinking and yada yada, my top 2 is going to be, first, my number 1 pick and my number 1 choice, who I think is the author of all 3 journals, is Toby Determined. Number 2, and like I said, I'm going out of the box thinking on who it could be. I'm going to go number 2, Lazy Susan. First off, Toby Determined, I think, is the author of the journals. I think if you just think purely on what his job is as a reporter, and he wants to be like that real reporter. I think the name was Shauna Jimenez, and his just how he is, and then you go from what the shapeshifter said about the author not being himself for a long time, which I guess just saying that might disprove Lazy Susan, but still, oh, no, not Old Man McGucket. Old Man McGucket was the one who founded the Blind Eye Society. Toby Determined was a member of the Blind Eye Society, one of its core members, which means he used that apparatus, that mind eraser thing, on himself, or someone used it on him. Meaning, there are things that he wanted to forget. And maybe, when he found out about McGucket founding the society and everything, and then he slowly wanted to forget all these other things, forget about the journals themselves, that he did that. Like I said, let's just think of his job as a journalist. It's his job to write. He might not be great at it, but I just think he does have his own unique character traits. And he is obviously a character we've seen before countless times. I think that he could be and just think of his name. I was thinking about this before I did my video, when I was trying to come up with who I think would be the author. His name is Toby Determined. If you say it fast, Toby Determined, Toby Determined, Toby Determined. To be determined. Toby Determined. To be determined. His identity, his whole character in itself, if you think about it, is to be determined. Maybe part of that is that he is the author of the journals, and that he's been under our nose the whole time, all in plain view the whole time, and we never thought to think of him being the author, besides right now. And that, I think, actually would be great if that was the case. Obviously, don't hate to be right, but I just think that's who the author is. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's if it's Stanley Pines or whatever. But I just think that's who it is. Now, Lazy Susan, I have as my number 2, just because of the unique character traits. but you know, and her part in Gravity Falls in general, in that character, I just think there's a chance that could be the case. But like I said, my main person I think is going to be To Be Determined. I just think there's enough evidence there to say that he's it. Then again, obviously, there's always the other side. There's enough evidence to say that he's not. I understand that, and I will not shy away from when if people leave comments saying that, which is fine. You know, each person has their own thoughts. But in my opinion, I think To Be Determined is the author. I think he will be revealed as the author when the time comes, and when the time comes, he'll obviously it has something to do with the reveal because I think he's the author, but also with the portal as well. You know, we talk about Seuss knowing more than he seems. Well, To Be Determined knows a lot more than what he's showing to know. Because remember, he was part of the Blind Eye Society, which the Blind Eye Society in itself was erased from all their memories by Dipper there at the end of that episode. So, you know, that and all the other memories to be erased. You know, this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very fun to watch. And like I said, if I get a lot of views and comments and shares and all that other fun stuff, then I probably will then do more Gravity Falls related videos around my sports related videos. So everybody that's not subscribed, welcome to subscribe. Let me know what you think. Give your opinions on the subject, of course. I look forward to reading them all. I do reply to anything and everything I get in when it comes to my videos, because I always appreciate that, because that means someone's taking time out of their day to leave a comment or to like or to share or whatever. You know, I always try to find out who did that and thank them. So it's always greatly appreciated, whether it's for my Gravity Falls, these two that I'm doing 2 Gravity Falls videos that will be uploaded tonight, or any of my other sports and pro wrestling videos as well. So like I said, leave your comments, tell me what you think. Like I said, my pick for the author is going to be To Be Determined. Lazy Susan, number 2, Seuss. Yeah, he's obviously a candidate, but I think he's further down the list on my list than on most people's list. So like I said, that's just wanted to share that, and I hope you guys like the video and at least give it a thumbs up, like it, and go from there. So take care, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. And like I said, if I do get a lot of comments, I will probably do then more videos about it. Like I probably might even do a video either the night of or the day after the episode Not What He Seems airs, on Monday, March 9th. Either that night or the next morning I'll do a video there. But like I said, it depends on what people think of these two, and if I get enough views and all that other stuff as well. Because obviously I want to do what the people enjoy, and obviously because I want to grow my subscriber list like anybody does. But obviously you gotta find what people like the most. So yeah. But anyways, like I said, To Be Determined is my pick for who the author is, and we will see in time if that is the case. Take care.